Welcome to the second day of the first edition of India's only culinary literature festival, which is Jugal's Literature Festival. This festival is very heartwarming and special to people who live in Kolkata because not only because of its innovative content, but also the fact that there is a visionary planner, a young visionary planner like Lahana and her team, who's just not looking into exploring culinary literature, but looking at the industry as a whole as someone trying to provide insights, getting people, panelists from all across the country to talk about important insights and possibly also trying to provide solutions to the otherwise unorganized industry. And we have a couple of our friends who've joined hands with Lahana to support this festival. Let me thank them in order. I would like to thank the Telegraph, T2, JOI Joy Farm, JIS Group, 91.9 Friends FM, Sanmark, The Corner Courtyard, Bangla Mishti Online, Curry Forward, X Factor, Calcutta Cacophony, Veneto, and Milidrew. My name is Sujoy Prasad Chatterjee. I'm your Mishti anchor for the day. And sorry, this is what Mishti does to you, I guess. The flavor, the aroma, the lovely installations all around. It's an absolutely delightful, moderately hot spring afternoon. And I'm sure the first panel of this evening is going to be a kickstart to the rest of the day that we have with all of you. And maybe what we should do is, while the panel is on, we could keep our phones switched off or in a silent mode. That's some of the hygiene rules that I like to set before we start the panel. And may I invite Lahana, the fountainhead behind the Jugal's Literature Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Lahana and the team to set the ball rolling.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to read the same thing that I read yesterday, because that's all I have. So, again, please accept my most sincere gratitude for your presence here today. I truly am honored that you've taken the time to join us to celebrate Jugal's 100th anniversary. I'm so proud that I'll be taking the baton forward along with my twin sister, Lahana Ghosh, who could not be here today, and I speak for myself and my sister. The reason why we stand here is because of my mother and father, the sheer determination and grit that the two of them have to watch them support each other, and no matter what, it takes a team to run a business, and at Jugal's, it's my mother Amrita Ghosh and my father Krishnakali Ghosh. My mother is a lawyer and a glider pilot by profession, and she decided to quit her career to set up my father for success. She took care of us and the entire household, and my father made sure he kept his end of the bargain. For the last 50 years, this man has led Jugal's to where we stand today, and I'm extremely lucky to have born two parents like mine. Thank you, Ma and Bapi. Didi and I truly love you. Crossing 100 as a family business is no joke, and I confidently say that very few businesses have the privilege of achieving this feat. And we are extremely proud that we belong to an industry which consists of innumerable century-old Mishti houses all across Bengal. Interestingly, the number of Mishti businesses that are generational and family-run is unthinkable. And the ones that date back pre-independent India are even more astonishing. Most stores are named after the original confectioner, like K.C. Das, Nokur, Balaram Mullik, and us at Jugal's, which has been named after my grandfather, Jugal Kishore Ghosh. When you see the brand name, it actually gives you a peek at the shop's legacy, its history, the generational history of both pre- and post-colonial India. My grandparents, both my parents' side, have seen war, have been displaced, and have their lives uprooted, and moved borders, and still these Mishti businesses have survived. They have survived war and famine. The Mishti shops in Kolkata have preserved the history of Bengal and safeguarded its cuisine through their Mishti recipes. I'm going to take a quick second here. My goal has always been to take Mishti global, not as a commodity of export, but as a commodity of import. Import of people from all over the world. Kolkata was recently ranked one of the top places to eat in the world. And when you want to eat in Kolkata, the journey is incomplete without its Mishti. Mishti is a unique dessert category. It's the only dessert category in the world made of cheese, chana. And apart from being one of India's greatest culinary assets in the world, Mishti is also deeply rooted to our Bengali culture. From Annaprashan to Shraddha, from Poush Sankranti to Lokhi Pujo Naru, there is a specific Mishti for every occasion and it changes with seasons. Like Nolengurer Mishti during the winter and Goromkale Thanda Am Doi. I can go on and on about it, but I will stop here. The industry also belongs to the unorganized sector of India. It is important to note that the unorganized sector of India represents 90% of the Indian economy, which is 400 million people, larger than the entire population of the United States. Although my industry is highly unorganized and chaotic, there is beauty in the chaos. We are, again, highly unorganized and do not have year-end reviews or PIPs. Our ecosystems work on security, faith, and loyalty. We are also home to some of the most sustainable business practices in the world. Our packaging, for instance, bharer doi, yogurt served in clay pots, shalpatar plates made of dried leaves, harir rasgulla, and of course, kagojer baksho. I have an inkling that the future generation is moving away from Mishti, and my industry begs attention for its sustenance. Baba said, "Karigore chele ar karigor hocche na." So my sister set out on a journey. We have a research program dedicated to understand the industry very holistically and gather data to determine trends and create a roadmap for a sustainable future of the Mishti industry of contemporary Bengal. We have interviewed various stakeholders from various different districts in Bengal, and whether they were a Mishtiwala, a Jogar, a Dokandar, or a Karigor, or a Chachwala, or a Gurwala, or any other stakeholder, they all sang the same song, Amar Pore Ke, who is after me? So I am here today celebrating Jugal's 100th with this festival to ensure the next 100 years of my industry. This is why literature. I want to create a safe space where issues can be discussed without inhibition and not having the need to be politically correct. And through these sessions, find solutions and gain perspectives to ensure the sustenance of my industry. As we gather here today, I would like to take the opportunity to invite friends in the academia to recognize our issues and work with us to find solutions. Friends in bureaucracy, help us navigate through the challenges we face every day. I invite writers to tell our stories and the legacy of Bengal's Mishti. I invite friends in media to help our story reach at the right places. And friends and family, please visit your Parar Mishti Dokan, which is your neighborhood Mishti shop. Thank you, everyone. Let the session begin.